Police K-9 attacks a black bystander during a funeral procession. Here it is.
What's wrong? What's up? I got it. He's good. It's good.
God damn, you're not dead ass, right? What the f***?
Put her full mask. How could something like this happen? Police K-9s are typically very well trained. They are engaged in a form of mimicry. They're simply playing out particular actions because they have been trained to do so. It doesn't come with any malice intent per se. The only malice are the trainers. I think it's malice to even have animals participate in law enforcement in the first place. That's just my opinion. It took 2 Suffolk County cops to pull off a police dog that had jumped on the back of a dark-complected bystander at a funeral procession in New York. Bit into his shirt, would not let go. July 31st, dozens of police vehicles, including several K-9 patrol vans, were participating in a funeral procession in the Parkchester neighborhood of the Bronx, New York, for Officer Didarul Islam, who was slain in the horrific mass shooting in Midtown Manhattan earlier that week. Thousands of mourners came to pay their respects. But at some point along the route, the procession stopped, and a trained police dog suddenly escaped from the Long Island Police Agency's SUV. In a concerning video posted on Threads, you can see the K-9 running past cars, around a tree, and straight directly to a dark-skinned man who was watching the actions at a distance from the sidewalk. The video has resurrected long-held suspicions that police dogs have been trained to attack and terrorize African Americans and other people of color. According to a year-long investigation by the Marshall Project, most bite victims of police dog are men, and studies suggest that they are disproportionately Black in certain areas. One nationwide study showed that between 2005 and 2013, nearly all of the people who ended up in the ER from a police dog bite were Black people. Now, you don't have to speculate if it has happened, because we have footage of Black children trying to go to school in the 60s, and K-9s from the local police department were trained to attack and intimidate Black children. 2 years after that, same thing. Trained police dogs designed by way of training to intimidate Black voters, Black patrons at restaurants. The list goes on and on. So we know it has happened. The question is it currently happening? And this opens up the question even more. Police dogs typically are considered a less lethal force on the level of tasers and batons, etc. But dogs, unlike other weapons, dogs do make their own decisions and don't always respond to the training or to the command, as can be seen in the video. Quote, while training experts say bites should last seconds, we found numerous cases that lasted minutes as handlers struggled to pull off the dogs, stated the investigative report. While deaths are rare, police dogs can inflict serious damage, but the police and the court system often underestimate the degree of force. Luckily, in this case, The 2 officers were able to pull the K-9 off the man, but there's no word whether he suffered any injuries. And I'm hoping that there's an update about accountability as well. So having a K-9 do law enforcement work and then somehow expecting the K-9 to not veer outside of their training, when the truth is cops veer outside of their training more than K-9s on average anyway. But the K-9 the problem. No, the K-9 is being trained by the same cop who veers outside of their legal capacity. And if you go pound for pound here, you will see that K-9s obey the law and respect the rights of citizens more so than the cops who trained them. I'm just keeping it 100. They shouldn't be using law enforcement in the first place. All right, Sharon, thoughts?
Yeah, they're incredibly obedient dogs. You can train them to do almost anything, okay? So it's weird or not that they're coloring outside the lines, as you said, in this regard, Doc. It's like Elon's Bronx AI bot on X starts saying racist and anti-Semitic things. Well, who's behind it? Same thing here. Same thing here. That's not a stretch.
Well said. We'll bring you updates as they come.